And here in the Northwest, an Islamic civil rights group claims dozens of Iranians and Iranian-Americans were held at the Canadian border for hours.
Yeah, they were attempting to return to the U.S. after a concert in British Columbia, but U.S. Customs and Border Protection is disputing those claims. Our Fox 12's Kendra Ken is live from the Fox 12 mobile newsroom tonight with some answers. Kendra?
Well, Bonnie, federal authorities say that these travelers were not detained, but some of them were treated to, quote, secondary screenings. The two terms are different, but involve additional questioning and security measures. Now, Governor Jay Inslee is getting involved, saying that he's following these reports closely. At least some travelers and Americans of Iranian heritage were delayed from a routine border crossing between Canada and Washington state over the weekend.
They were given an orange card and told that they have to get out of their cars.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection confirmed to Fox 12 that, quote, secondary screenings were performed on some Iranians and Iranian-Americans as they attempted to cross the Peace Arch border crossing Saturday.
Once we realized the magnitude of potentially 50 to 60 people, we feared the worst, that this could be potentially another thing that's going to happen all across the country.
CBP did not respond to our questions as to how many travelers were delayed and for how long, but told us no American Iranians were detained or denied entry, and that secondary screenings are common. However, the treatment brought intense scrutiny from the Washington chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations, also known as CAIR, as well as Washington State's top leader. Governor Jay Inslee tweeted this message Sunday afternoon. My office is closely tracking reports that Iranian-Americans, including U.S. citizens and lawful permanent residents, have been detained at the Washington-Canada border. Homeland Security has informed my office they did not issue an order to detain or refuse entry to Iranian-Americans. However, we are continuing to seek answers from federal officials and talk to those caught at the border. CAIR says it was an Iranian pop concert that drew Iranians and Iranian-Americans to Vancouver, BC. The organization says more than 60 were stopped at the border, some for more than 10 hours, as they tried to make their way home to the U.S. CAIR says travelers had their passports confiscated and were questioned about their political views and allegiances, but were ultimately released. Federal authorities say increased volumes and short staffing due to the holidays led to some delays at the border on Saturday. And although many of our specific questions were not answered by Customs and Border Protection, they did say that they are operating with enhanced security measures to protect Americans and national security. Reporting tonight from our mobile newsroom, Kendra Kent, Fox 12.